Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 3. Got our window open today, so there's going to be some nature sounds. Things are going to be... They're going to be swinging. They're going to be good to go. Got a bit of a Johnny Depptisode going on here with the cabin boy. Alright. Thinning. I'm not seeing any thinning here. Death cart doesn't count. Death cart does not count as thinning. So what are we doing here? Is there draw? I'm not really seeing any draw either, frankly. So, okay, there's stowaway. Alright. Sorry, psych out, everybody. There is some draw. What's the game plan here? Idle stuff is pretty brutal, actually, because the curses can hurt, and they kind of just, they kind of hurt. There are a lot of potential openings here. There's Cabin Boy as an open. You could do Stockpile Stowaway. You could do Cabin Boy Stowaway. You could do Double Stockpile. I really don't hate a lot of the openings here. I'm kind of going for the stowaway stuff because I want to go for... Oh my gosh, he gets it immediately. That's brutal. So we don't even hit 5. I mean, our opening... Okay, well, never mind. We do get to idle, which I will take. Happily. I'm gonna keep taking stowaways here. Because it's draw, and draw is good. Alright. I could take another stowaway here just to get it played. But I think the idle is a little more important. We're going to trigger the shuffle anyway. And I want to trigger it with 2 idles. Yeah, I played a little fast there, but like, I am... Okay. Well, that was a little bit rough of a draw. It's really funny that I'm ignoring stockpiles here. I probably shouldn't be ignoring them, but I will start taking them now. Alright. Okay. Alright, what do I do here? There's a lot of things I could do. I could even buy a road network here. That's completely fine. But I think an idle here. Now I'll probably think about taking a road network. Specialist on the idle is nice, but it's very inconsistent. And if you don't land it, I don't know if the specialist does too much. Maybe it's okay. I'm going to just take the preemptive road network here. Again, I'm playing a little too fast, I think. I need to slow it down. I don't love trashing the cabin boy for a stowaway. Like, if you have a bunch of stowaways in your hand, I can see doing that, but I don't like that trash very much. The road network has psychological pressure on my opponent to, like, make him not want a province is certainly fun. Okay, Forest Gift. We could commerce this turn. We could buy a state beggar and get 2 golds, which sounds absolutely dreadful. I will take a specialist now, and I will take another stockpile. Alright. We're doing okay here. We're doing pretty well, I think. It's turn 10. My deck is pretty nice. I don't love what I did in the opening, but my opponent has not exactly inspired inspired me all that much. And plus, Specialist on Idol doesn't even do that much. Like, you can't play a special... Like, you'd have to play 2 specialists to really get the double curse on the Idol, and you don't care too much about the boons. Like, yeah, Sun's Gift is nice, but the other gift wasn't very nice. Honestly. Okay, yeah, like, ugh. What a great specialist. What an awful specialist, more like. Alright, and we didn't get anything else, right? So there's no reason to commerce this turn, I don't think. I'm going to just take another idol. I want to focus on the cursing a little bit. This turn I could look at commerce, because I could end up popping one of my cabin boys for a stowaway. Or for another, what's it called? We should get around to the other stockpile. If we're going to have at least a couple of buys. It could be Earth. Yeah, I'm looking at a nice... nice commerce this turn, maybe. Or we could province. In which case, trashing didn't make much sense. I should have thought about that turn a little bit more. I don't know. I tend to play a little less seriously when I'm recording. It's not good. But it does make for entertainment. We'll let him draw a card. He got his road network. I think we're just ready to province. There's not much else we're doing here. Yeah. And notice I play the Will-O-Wisp there first. So if I have a junk card in the second card, I draw it, and if I don't, I know my cabin boy's drawing a good card. So the order there is very, very much intentional. I'm still not feeling a province here. Like, I'm gonna just take more idols, because I do just want to keep cursing my opponent. And I think idol is... I mean, it's not better than gold, but with how many idols I already have, it's pretty likely that buying an idol is pretty much equivalent to buying a duchy in the long term. Not because I get 3 points, but because my opponent loses 3 points. So that idol is probably worth like 2 or 3. And it chunks my opponent too. So it's probably better than a duchy. And I was thinking about buying duchy there already. So, you know, it's a good buy. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. I have a lot of stockpiles in here. I'm very happy to draw and double province or something. Very happy to see that. And we draw before we trigger the cabin boy for maximum information. We can... Alright. So we have some options here. We can cry about the specialist. We could buy a cabin boy and trigger this stowaway. We could take 2 coins. We could trash for a duration here to play this for free. If we're playing the specialist, we're probably playing it on the stockpile. So that's 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's double province. If we take the coins and just play stowaway and just ignore the specialist, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's not as good. This is probably slightly better. Are the boons I could get potentially good? 6 versus 4. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, I really do want the... double province potential. 8. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I miscounted my money there because I thought I was going up to 17, but it was only 16. So I miscounted there. Notice how really low piles are right now. Idols are down to 3, Cabin Boys are down to 3, but I'm not even scared. Like, even if I didn't have this points lead, I really wouldn't be that scared. I'm going to play this idol twice. Or do I just win here? Because I could gain a copy of the idol, and then I just need 12. If my opponent really can't stop that, I'm going to buy the Cabin Boy. There's kind of no way for him to stop me just winning next turn off of 8 points. How is he scoring enough to win? So this is me just looking at the board state and going, yeah, I could just safely province and never lose, but also I can put a lot of pressure on my opponent here. Like, what is he gonna do? I will say I don't have buy, so maybe this wasn't the best idea, actually. I should have tracked a little bit better. But, I mean, the killer instinct there is pretty nice. It's nice to have the Sigma male grind set killer instinct going on there. It's pretty nice to at least have that focus of like, And there's still outs. I haven't really tracked the boons, but you know, yeah, that'll do it. That's one of them. Yep, and we just take our win. We'll play them again if they allow it. All right. This game is very, very, very crazy. Wow. There's a lot going on this board. So there is no village other than Madman. Oh, there is Broker too. There is the Broker village. League of Shopkeepers is pretty crazy. After playing Eliasson, if I have 5 or more favors, basically this thing becomes a non-terminal once I get 10 of them, which is huge. So there's actually a really big incentive for me to go for Brokers, to trash a lot for like actions or something as an idea. But none of those are going to be better than just going for maximum speed here. So Innkeeper, Hermit, especially Innkeeper with a Shy. So there are a lot of ideas here, but the idea on this kind of board, I look for deck acceleration the most on an explosive board like this. So Innkeeper, yeah, it cycles me. I can toss estates and the Hermit can trash them. So like, for example, I could already just draw 5 cards here. I'm very likely to find my Hermit. I can calculate this, what my hand will be probably. It'll be like... Okay, I mean, I could also Shy here, but there's no reason to. Okay, we don't find the Hermit. Alright, so that was a bit of a disaster draw there. Not great, but also not the worst. What used to be a thing with Hermit is with Traveling Fair, you could buy Traveling Fair and just top deck the Madman because you gained it, but now you don't gain it anymore, so that trick doesn't work. We're going to just gain a Hermit here. That might not even be correct because we already have a Hermit, but it's alright. I don't plan on... I don't know. I will draw here. I want the... I do want a lot of cards. There's Bridge. Bridge is not even bad here. I think Inventor is a little better, but they're all pretty good cards. Looks like our opponent has not really gone for Madman. Buys and gains in it. What? I do not understand that at all. That is a mystery to me. I do not understand that play at all. That's weird. Yeah, I'm going to just take another Innkeeper. It is draw. I'm going to take a Sanctuary. I could just take a Sack-a-Loot, but I don't see a point. To that just yet. I do think there's so much you could do on this board. Like, I definitely could see just doing like a huge broker, like mega turn thing. Save up, get a Madman, get a bunch of Inventors, and like blow up one turn and just win. That is definitely like, ugh, this is garbage. I kind of want another Madman now. But the double 5 prospect is really nice. Sorry, not double 5. The 4/5 is pretty nice. I'll take a lap. Courier's nice. There's just so many nice cards. Like I in some ways I hate boards like this because it gives me like analysis paralysis. Like I never know what I really want to go for. Like I'm already tempted to just broker sack this Innkeeper because it gets me to 5 already, and that gets me a coin when I play it. But then like, what do I buy? That's kind of stopping me from doing that. Is like, what am I doing? Like, it's not very clear. Okay. This could be a turn I actually sack for Madman. There's just not much going on this turn. I'm just going to have a really great next turn. I kind of just want the Madman now. And I'm going to take a silver over the Madman. Like, we'll even test it. It doesn't let me top deck. Yep. Alright, we'll shy that. There is a lab in the next hand. We have decent shot of just straight up finding the Madman next turn. And League of Shopkeepers triggers after playing the Liason. I'm not sure if that triggers before the effect or after the effect. But okay, it triggers after. So now we know for a fact. So if I sack another 4, no, I have to sack a 5. Okay, well I don't want another silver. Yeah, like having a big Madman turn is worth more than having a bunch of mediocre turns, especially when I have multiple terminals down. I would like another broker. I'm looking to maybe Inventor another broker, but then the broker trashes are worth less, but I still think it's worth it to do that. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of my build this game. It feels like I'm kind of just messing around. Like, I don't think I'm playing this that optimally, to be quite honest. There are probably so many ways to just go nuts here. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Sack-a-Loot. There's just way too much happening on this board. Okay, we don't find the Madman, but we will find it next turn. And we're going to have 6, 8. Yeah. So we're going to top deck the lab for the Madman. And I don't like the rest of the cards that much. Figurehead's pretty nice on this board. Helps you set up your Mega Turns and Madman. It's pretty nice. Probably one of the better loots on this board. Yeah, we could have connected our Innkeeper there. We didn't, but we could have. Alright. So we can go pretty nutso mode here. Gonna sack one Innkeeper here for favors. We are gonna get an action back when we sack the Broker this time. If we go for favors again, which we will. Just draw here. And just Inventor here. I'm gonna just take an Inventor. Not the cleanest game. But now the Brokers are worth plus buy and they give an action, so like they are very nice for triggering Mega Turns. And cleaning up as well. Piles are pretty low. Estates are low. I don't know what my opponent's doing, to be quite honest. I don't understand the estate gain. It doesn't make any sense to me. Sanctuary's not even really doing anything. Alright. I'm gonna just take the actions here. I will take an Inventor. I'll take a Lab. I'll take another Inventor. Ouch. We bottom deck our Lab. That's kind of annoying. Alright. Yeah, we like already almost win. We get to 5 buys. Like we already straight up almost win. Yeah, this is a little risky, actually. I think I have to start scoring now. Because my opponent gets the figurehead draw. And there's just, the piles are way too low. I have to, like, respect it. And plus my opponent dudded last turn, which means they're not as likely to dud this turn. They're actually pretty likely to have a good turn, so... Like, I have that internal clock of like, oh no, you know, things could go really south. They didn't, but they could have. But yeah, my opponent's deck is not. Yeah, I think against an opponent really pressuring here, I'm not too confident in my build. But... Alright, I just need to find my labs. is kind of the big thing here. So I'm going to just sack for draw. We are going to win. I mean, it's not too much of a concern. Take coins here. I could have even just like drawn whatever I'm gaining, but I'm gonna just trust that whatever this is, it wins. I'm gonna be able to buy these, so I'm not terribly worried. Yeah, we already have points lead, 3 pile. I mean, there's a million ways to win there. Did he just call me baby? I don't understand. I must not. I must be wrong. I don't know what that means. All right, we're gonna open junk dealer. There is an apprentice consideration, but I think junk dealer is the better open. 5-2 is incredible on this board. Like, what are you opening here? If you have a 3-4, Tiara, Silver, Importer, Tiara. Importer Tiara might be the best way to go, because then you could maybe top... No, never mind. It would be like Importer, Silver, or something. But yeah, like opening a 5 here, getting to trash a little bit right from the get-go. League of Shopkeepers, hey. Importer gets you 1 money when you play it. That's pretty cool. All right. We could just start on the Skirmisher train already. I don't see much of a better line. Cobbler, it's too early for Cobbler. I do want to get the Conspirator chains going. This feels like a Skirmisher to me. I don't like skipping Sinister. I don't like skipping Sinister plot like this early, but feels alright to me. And we're going to hit 4 next turn with the Importer, so we can get our Sinister plot now, and then we can get Cobbler next. Yeah, we'll take our Sinister. There is Way of the Worm as well for scoring. It's not going to be the most relevant thing in the world, but it will be somewhat relevant. I'm going to take the second junk dealer here. And we'll just forever attack our opponent as long as we can get away with it. Because, man, the attack hurts. It hurts. And I would have drawn first before gaining the card, just for information. Not that it really changes what you gain, but, you know, it's a good habit. Unless you're triggering a shuffle, in which case you will want to gain first before drawing. But you're not triggering a shuffle there. So it is generally good form to get more information first about what your hand's going to look like. Even though in that case, I don't think it would have mattered too much. The procession is interesting. I don't know if it's good. I don't know about the procession. If there was like a plus buy proc, it would be good. But like Animal Fair doesn't turn into anything when you proc it. So I'm not too confident in the... I'm not going to draw here. There's no reason to. Again, we're going to just attack our opponent. Every single turn. Skirmisher is really brutal on boards like this, where it's just like, yeah, the top thing to do is just to crush our opponent with Skirmishers whenever possible. The Importer can gain the Cobbler for me. Alright, he's starting to get some estates. Again, I don't see a reason to draw here. Again, we're going to just attack. The attack doesn't do that much, but Nothing really does that much. Now I'm looking at the cobbler. I'm looking to draw this turn because I want to get the cobbler down. I might even buy another duo cobbler just to kind of get around to it. I might skirmish here. It is making him draw, which is, that's a big deal, making him draw. All right, so I'm gonna start taking estates here. We could just take a platinum here. It's not bad. Animal fare will very quickly get good. Conspirators are possibly risky. There is Tiara, which I will want for buy. Yeah, give me the cobbler. I'm going to Tiara next turn. And then we'll start on the conspirator chains. Unless he attacks me here. What will I do if he attacks me? Probably still exactly the same thing. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am drinking a Sprite Lemonade Legacy limited edition kind of thing. It's got lemon lime strawberry lemonade flavoring, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff from the world of soda. Yeah, like now I just attack my opponent, make him cry. I don't think the procession does anything. I just don't believe in it. Like, okay, I proc a conspirator and I turn it into a junk dealer, skirmisher, or apprentice, and the skirmishers are going to very quickly run out. So what is it doing? Okay, it turns into an apprentice. I guess that's okay. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the procession. I keep trying to find ways to make it work here, but it's just not working for me. I don't see a way to make it work. Golem here could be interesting, actually. Like, I could just see getting a potion just so you can build bigger. Then you just sack your JD, and you can play your JD as a Way of the Worm, as like a kind of last resort, which is pretty cool. So I may even get the potion this turn. I didn't even notice he got potion, to be quite honest. I do like it, though. I am a big fan. Gain a card costing up to 5. I mean, we could just gain another cobbler. It's really not that bad of a card. It puts pile pressure on our opponent, which we value a lot. I will top deck. I kind of want an animal fair, because we don't need an animal fair. And we know there's another JD on top, so this... Alright, cool. Our junk dealer is guaranteed not to whiff. Sorry, the golem is guaranteed not to whiff. Yeah, I expected that, but that's okay. So we will cobbler a conspirator. Don't see a reason to draw here. Okay. Yeah, that was a... Yeah. See if he wants to play again. This will be the last one, probably, before the end of the episode. We'll see if El Taco can turn this one into a W Taco. I have no regrets. I mean, that was horrible, but I have no regrets. Inventor Monastery looks really appealing to me because I can Inventor for Cavalry. I really don't usually like skipping the battle plan on the open. It's very risky, but I think the payoff with Inventor and Monastery is so big that it is absolutely worth potentially whiffing on battle plan. Like, our opponent here could get battle plan and turn 3 flip it and I get none of them, right? Like, that's a real threat. But I think it's incredibly likely. I mean, we're player 1. It's not realistically going to happen. I mean, we could have a 3 estate to copper turn and cry. That could happen, but it didn't, so we're fine. So now we take our battle plan. And here we will cavalry, buy whatever, trash a bunch. Unfortunately, we don't get the God Hand, which if we had the 3 coppers to estate here, I don't think that works. Yeah, it did work. We could have like bought a Sue or something. You know, we could have bought a really crazy card, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And I will just max trash here. So we did split the battle plans, which is pretty cool. You'll love to see it. Archer's kind of brutal here. Alright, from here on out, there could be an Inventor Native Village Megaturn thing going on here, but maybe not with the Warlords floating around. That's kind of a deterrent. So, it's looking more like a Sue kind of game, where you really lower your hand size and then play Sue like twice. Maybe. Okay, gets a double archer, which I'm not a fan of that, to be quite honest. I don't think that's very good. There's a monastery on top. We could trigger this with the cavalry gain again, but I don't see the point. I think I'd rather just play cavalry and kill 2 copper here. Buy a native village, sure. That way I can play archer and the inventor. And I don't really want to top deck the inventor. Like, it's a good card, but I want to maximize my chances of finding, like, battle plan archer or something, you know? Yeah, so we're getting archered. Just name horse here. Presumably he tosses the inventor. He could toss monastery, but I have another one. So it's actually not so clear. But I think you just toss inventor here. Could be monastery. It really could. Like, either is fine, I think. If he was really in depth, he would know that I don't have a monastery that I saved in my hand, because then I would just have named inventor, and then he would have saw the 2 monasteries. That's a sort of deep cut idea. This battle plan's very likely to whiff. So I don't really want to play this. I kind of want to just top deck it for next turn to get the better draw. It's very likely my... and, like, what's my inventor doing? Probably nothing. I would rather just take the horses here and pass. Alright. We're going to lose our battle plan or our archer. Well, alright. Goodbye, battle plan. We will attack. These archers have been really brutal, and he's just top-decking them every turn, so maybe the double archer was good. I kind of don't believe in it, but, you know, it's working out for him so far. The attack has just been like, oh my God, dude. Lay off, you know? Like, it's been brutal. I don't like the second native village. Alright, yeah, he probably has an attack in hand right now. I mean, we know he has an attack in hand. So, we don't even need to guess. We know what he's got in hand. And we're going to, of course, save the horse here. Warlord's possibly coming. Our draws have not been too good. But, all things considered, I don't hate our position either. I think we're a little better trashed, and we have more horses. So I think long-term prospects are nice. I really don't want to take this archer. I'm going to just play the cavalry here. Yeah, that worked out really nice. Trash up to 3. I'm going to just sack the monastery now. I don't think I need to take yet another one. Okay, bottom card's Inventor. We're probably getting archered again. We've been getting archered all game. I'm going to name Archer here. Yeah, we're losing a horse. There's no way to stop it, so we name the archer for the upside. This has been a really brutal game. This has been a really brutal game. Okay. Wait, how does he have the buys? Oh, from getting cavalry? Okay. No archer. You know, we might be losing this game, actually. I'm not sure what went wrong, but certainly feels like we're losing. Alright, cavalry set aside's not, like, too bad. I do want another inventor. I want another native village. There are a lot of cards I want. Okay. I'm going to toss the archer because I don't want him to top deck it and attack me every single turn over and over again. I think we just keep focusing on trashing is our game plan. We focus on our strength, which is we have more horses or about the same amount of horses, but we are definitely thinner. There is no question. We are thinner. Yeah, he's got a little more stuff going on with the Sioux. He had the 2 inventors. He has more native villages. He has stuff going on, right? Definitely. But we are thinner, which means we can do some dynamic stuff here pretty soon. Like, look at that. 7 cards. Beautiful stuff. There is an archer in there. I am going to be able to get the, what's it called? Get the warlord going. So I will start on that. So that entire line was just to get the Warlord down to just immediately make our opponent cry. We're big fans of making our opponent cry. And now we don't really need these cavalries. I might keep one cavalry around. Because the horses are nice. And then we can presumably, very possibly, get another Warlord and flip, and then the game is just over. That's kind of our hope here, is getting another Warlord and then flipping. Alright, gonna name battle plan. All of these cards I can kind of afford to lose. The battle plan gives me draw. You know, if this turn goes whatever, I can do whatever, right? It's not too bad. I can always just flip and not take a Warlord at all. Battle plan in hand gives me the most flexibility. It looks like he could get the Warlord here as well. It's starting to look like he's going to get the Warlord here. Tossing Native Village is interesting. It's probably correct, but it's not, like, trivial. And of course, this Warlord ensures he can't play any more Native Villages, so they are just dead cards in his hand. Very brutal. Very brutal. Yeah, already sacks a Native Village. So already this Warlord is putting in a lot of work. Okay, so he does get one. And denies them all. Wow. Oh, man, that's... That's... That's, really bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. Did I mention that's really bad? Because that's really bad. We're kind of in trouble now. Maybe I could have bought the last cavalry there to play the Sioux. I think I misplayed this turn. We can deny all the native villages too, but like he's just gonna play what's it called every turn now. So yeah, that's a problem as well. How are we winning this game? Like, what am I gonna pile? It's not clear to me. I'm gonna take the war chest. It gives me some amount of flexibility. He might not get a cavalry thing going next turn. Okay. So we are saved. All right. So this is actually really strong now because now we have full cavalry support now, which is huge. We can play everything. We can put a lot of pressure. We may be able to gain and play a Sioux and play it with the war chest or even with an inventor. We are in, like, prime time win the game this turn mode, which is great. Inventor aside, so the top card's Native Village. Not the best order ever. Okay, now we think. So we can Inventor gain an Inventor. We can Inventor gain something, end our turn, play Silver War Chest. We're going to buy the Cavalry because of the silver. We're going to draw the Native Village. All right. So we Inventor. Maybe Native Village here. Could do Sue. But then we don't draw. Cavalry's dead in our hand. Okay. See what he denies me here. Because friendly reminder, this war chest, if I play 3 Inventors, which will never happen again, but... Okay, he names Battle Plan. I don't love it. Alright, this was not the knockout punch I was hoping. This is not the knockout punch I was hoping for this turn. I mean, it's fine. It's definitely not bad. Not a bad turn. But yeah, him getting the 3 Warlords was so brutal. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, it's still a huge problem. It's still a very huge problem. I have to basically lower the Inventors and Native Villages down, like, ASA Pizzle, because otherwise I'm cooked. And I'm gonna get Warlorded here. There's no way. Okay, he just drew it. Wow. Yeah, this could be a problem. The only card that saves our turn is the Sentry. You can pretty much toss everything else. I mean, the Archer is sad to lose, but it's not very likely I find my battle plan. We'll give our opponent analysis paralysis with the what I'm looking to maybe do. All right, let's see what we find here. Okay, there's some good stuff. So our battle plan's not doing anything this turn at all. There's just no attack in there. We can set that aside, I think. With the Native Village. There's a horse in there. We're not going to get to 7. It's just not going to happen. He's going to really oppress us next turn. There's just kind of no getting around it. Like, what am I doing here? Double Inventor? It feels like suicide. All the options feel absolutely terrible here. Our opponent is really not trashed, though. And I think that's the only reason we're even in this game, is because, look at this. His deck is doing nothing. That's probably the only thing in this game that is saving us. Is that. Okay, can we maybe win here? No. 1, 2, 3, 4 gains only. We're not getting a province. I don't think. We can get a duchy. I think we have to do something like that and just kind of like go nuts. All right. And if you deny the duchy, I get a territory. All right. And we're going to name Native Village here, 100%. So we're looking to just pile out before he can capitalize on his Warlord monopoly. It's the only way we win here. We're like, this game is like a perfect example of the rush versus control deck types. Like, I was in control because I was very, very thin. I could slow play it. I was in no rush, and then suddenly, bam, he took 3 Warlords. So I'm on the clock. I gotta do something, right? Like, I gotta win the game. So this game is a perfect example of like how quickly that dynamic can change from turn to turn. That's why I'm rushing these piles, because I know I'm gonna lose the long game. I'm losing all of the long game, and now he's panicking because I'm rushing. And he has not been able to catch me. But if I dilly-dally around and slowly build, I'm going to lose this game. Like, he's already starting to catch up. So, that stuff's pretty important. We might not even win this turn. So we have 1, 2, and we are going to gain Inventor, the Native Village, the War Chest. We're very, very close to just winning here. Confirm trashing. Sack the Calv. Okay. I mean, this just wins. Except it doesn't, because now with the 2 Inventors, I can't quite win yet. In fact, I can't play more than 2 Inventors. So this is a very not great position for me. We still don't win. Oh wait, no, we do win, because we can Inventor gain a Native Village, and Inventor, and then we can just buy the Native Village. Okay. Alright, so we're fine. We are fine. Just barely. Alright, wow. Okay, I forgot about that line. But, yeah. That was a crazy last game. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next episode.